Hola. Ooh, is the mic on?
Yes, it is.
I don't hear my deep voice resonating in these walls like I usually do. I don't know if it's not as loud or something.
Not as loud.
Turn me up.
You don't need to be loud.
I like to hear my voice. Talk back to me.
You in the A chair today.
Lord.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Horizontal Refreshments. As you can see, we are absent a host. Shout out to Jamal. He could not make it today, but we're going to try to get this thing popping without him.
Ma P.
But we're gonna do our formal introductions. My name is Donnie Akeem, whichever you prefer.
And my name is Britt Brat Short Stack.
Oh, that's your new introduction now.
Yeah. I've been saying that for like
The last couple shows, yeah. I noticed the last show. I don't know if
I
it's the
did
last couple
notice the last
shows.
show because you did a little extra at the end of it.
Yeah.
You might get a whooping.
But you change it up sometimes, and then you always go back to Britt Brat Short and Sweet. So okay, we changed it. That's the new tagline, and we have a very special guest that I'm gonna allow Britt Brat Short Stack
Very
to introduce. So go ahead.
my headache and other best friend, Miss Princess Adela.
Hello,
Hola, ¿cómo estás? How you doing?
I'm good.
What you drinking on?
Um, it's
Oh,
fruit
damn,
punch.
Bobby,
It's a little bit of
A little bit.
of-
That was a brand new bottle.
no, it's a little bit of fruit punch,
Oh, a little.
and then
Crown apple.
crown apple.
Brittany, what you drinking on?
The
The
same
same
thing.
thing.
Oh,
The same thing.
okay.
I mean, same exact sodas and everything.
Child, I had I just came back from Tampa, so I had got back to the house. I had a pint of Parmesan that had this much liquor in it. I didn't know I was gonna need so much when I poured it. I thought it was just gonna be for the podcast. I was sipping it like a mug because of a situation that I had that stressed me out. But we are here to talk about. Wait, hold on. Before we get into today's topic, it's been a while since we've been here. So what's been up?
My husband done left me, y'all.
Oh, everybody's leaving. It's the season of traveling, child.
Yo, man,
I don't like it.
you can't just say he left. You got to be specific when you say that.
Oh yeah, right. Because you say he left you. Like, is there a divorce
Oh, yeah,
looming?
he left me. Jesus, no. He's on a work trip for like a full week. So I'm a single parent this week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you got to Yep, Bella's on vacation.
No, she not.
What?
No. So we want to keep her on her regular routine. So she's gonna stay with me during the hey Juan. She'll stay with me during the morning, and then in the evening or at like in the afternoon she'll go with my grandma. So yeah. Right now she's with my sister-in-law though. Shouts out to TT Kita.
Shout out to TT Kita watching Bella Bells. Um, well, I guess I'll say what I've been up to. I went on a very powerful trip to Tampa. First day back. It was a summit for Black, Brown, and college bound men. It was about retaining us because I'm not sure if you all are aware, but Black and Brown men, specifically more though Black men, graduate school at a lower rate than any other demographic.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, so I was telling them when I was down there, though, coming from HIV and STI prevention, that the numbers for Black men are always like they mirrored each other. Black and brown men disproportionately don't graduate school. Black and brown men are disproportionately affected by HIV and STI. So it's just interesting how Black men are just at a disadvantage, especially nowadays for so many things. And you would think, as far as we've gotten, that the disparities would have closed or gotten closer together, but it's so untrue. So it was a very powerful summit just because I got to see other Black men on varying levels. Like I got to see Black men that were professors and, teachers at their universities. And I got to see other younger people than me that were students trying to figure out what they wanted to do with their life. So it was very, very powerful. Emmitt Smith was there, the ex NFL player, also winner of Dancing with the Stars. He was there, gave a very powerful speech. Julian Castro was there, former politician, worked under Obama, Hispanic guy. He was there. It was very powerful, and I enjoyed it. I didn't do anything in Tampa though. I attended the summit and I slept. So don't ask me about nothing about the beaches. I can tell you nothing because I was so off my sleep schedule because I'm used to being up later in the day, and
Yeah, I
then
know.
so I don't get up until like 3, 4.
Yeah, I
So
know.
so having to get up at 6:30 in the morning and attend these summits until 5, sometimes 6 or 7, depending on the day. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I don't fuck that beach. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. And in the Starbucks in the world to keep me up for that long. So yeah.
I would have went to sleep on the beach. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That I mean, if I was thinking,
How's that nasty?
Sleeping on the beach.
people, you lie on the beach?
Put a sheet down on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
A towel or something down, my nigga. But damn, I didn't have to go into detail.
Crabs that come walk and bother you right now, man. We're not doing that.
They still carrying that damn towel. Ain't gonna stop shit.
Because when
Nigga,
people
do you watch-
sunbathe, they relax.
Listen, I watch a lot of Discovery Channel. I like to smoke weed and watch the Discovery Channel. That towel ain't gonna stop shit. If they want you, they gonna get you.
That part. So I don't know. I would have slept if on the beach if I was thinking.
Right.
But let's get into Adela, even though you haven't been here before, what have you been up to in the last couple weeks?
I went back to an old job, new job.
What
Yes.
job? Well, do you care to share, or you just
I
want to keep it
was
private?
working at
Stripping. No, I'm kidding. He said, "Do you care to share?" Like it was some shit like that. I couldn't help it.
No, maybe some people don't want their jobs to see this podcast. They don't want to mention where they work.
man,
Oh
fuck
no,
that.
it's fine.
But
Right.
no, I was teaching at the beauty school, and it was a hot mess, and it was a headache, the biggest headache of my life.
Okay.
And so now I
You
went
decided to go back to the headache.
No, I went back to the barber shop. So now I'm back cutting hair.
Oh, you cut hair?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Black hair?
Yeah.
She like, yeah, duh. What the fuck? White hair? You know, it's a difference.
Look,
do it
I
all.
can cut it off.
Oh, okay.
That's how you cut it.
Remember when I
It
shaved
is.
my hair for my birthday a couple years ago, like 2-3 years ago?
No.
You had that party at the house.
I had the party at the house that weekend. I mean
It
that
was
year.
2020, the party at the house.
I don't remember your head. The last time I remember your head being shaved, you gonna kill me, was when you had the Rihanna, and that was in 2011.
That's so sad. I gotta get off live just to show you.
I don't. Oh,
And it's sad because you was with me
I
at
got the
my
video
house.
of
I
you
think I remember
singing that
because
Tony
when you
Braxton
said the
song
video,
on my phone still.
I had on that Space Jam jersey.
I don't know what the hell you had on.
That's how I'm gonna
I
remember.
had
it.
on my jean dress.
And it was to the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Did you color it too? Why do I remember it
It
being
was
purple?
black.
It was
Oh no, I thought it was purple.
Mm-mm. It was black.
But I think I vaguely remember it now. But it, you
But yeah,
know,
she did that.
but
was the point.
to me, when you do stuff like that, it's not gonna stand out, Brittany, because I mean, your hair change every time I see you. You never have the same
And
hair.
see, that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, I wear my real hair out. You just might not see me.
Okay, yes, I do remember that now.
This is exactly what I had on. Y'all came over later this day.
I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, but
I can hear us.
Yes, I have the video.
I can hear
still.
us singing.
forgive me for not remembering because, as I said, Brittany changes her hair
shave
like she
my hair
changed her
every couple
drawers.
In
So.
your defense, she only wore it for like a week.
So I only saw her
If
that day.
If that. If
Definitely
that.
wore it for longer than a week because there's another picture 2 weeks later of me on the boat with my hair out. Thank you very much, ma'am.
It's still in my defense. I don't think I saw you again. That was 2020. I don't think I saw you again to Alex's boat trip. And that, you didn't have that on the boat.
Yeah, I had a wig
Yeah, so
from my homegirl.
I saw her. And next time I saw her, she had something else. So,
I can't think of the wig company name though.
but
Listen, I change my hair at least every 2 weeks, if it maybe more. So
I feel it. I feel it. Nothing wrong with that.
listen, depending on where I'm at, I might change it every day. Shit. On vacation, shit.
Yeah.
If it go with the outfit,
What make it say?
the
I
look
think
I'm
that
trying
was
to give.
was that in Why? What she said? Switch up the wig, make it feel like a cheating.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, you get a different bitch every single day.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that because that's that bitch. So anywho, Cardi. So anywho,
It's so disrespectful. But to the topic.
Yes, let's jump into the topic. So today's topic is entanglements, and what made me pick this topic was I don't know if you all. I know you kind of follow pop culture, probably not as deeply as I do, but
Yeah.
Laverne Cox was on the red carpet, and she interviewed Will and Jada, and she told them how much she loves Red Table Talk. And in front of Will and Jada, she said, "We're looking forward to more episodes and more entanglements." She received such backlash because it clearly made them uncomfortable. And it made me just think about the entanglement situation. It made them uncomfortable, yeah. You confused on that part?
Okay, hold on. Before we get into the other part,
You can see it in their face.
Yeah. You saw the clip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
my thing is this. How the fuck y'all gonna sit there and look uncomfortable now? And y'all the ones who put this out to the world. We ain't asked for this motherfucking information.
But to
Let's
say
be
you
clear.
looking for more entanglements,
Right.
like you looking forward.
They keep
more
giving us more of their business. Why shouldn't we be expecting more entanglement?
I don't think they meant like the actual entanglement, but the candid conversations that they had, where you got a little bit.
I don't give a fuck what was meant. God damn it, they steady giving us more and more of their business and more of their business and more. Every time I turn around, Jada got something else to say about their goddamn.
I
business.
just want to be clear because I
don't want to know.
I do follow pop culture that they did not put that out there. They were forced to because August put that out there.
Exactly.
So August was the one who said that he had an entanglement with Jada.
But he
He didn't
been
use the word
said-
And it would
entanglement.
have looked worse if they didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
But they had already not.
But
been
no,
saying
let's
that
be clear. For years, they have been saying that Will and Jada have an open relationship. This just confirmed
And that
it.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So
They always said they had an open relationship, and I have been heard he has put it out there. And for years they hadn't said nothing. Why did they choose? When they chose to say it.
well,
I follow enough to know that much.
they chose that moment because nobody had ever come forth and said they had been a part of their marriage until August. So
But they still say waited years after he said something to come forth.
They didn't wait years. No, they said it right after. Like he said it in like July of 2020, and they addressed it like August.
I heard it way before then. Oh shit!
There was rumors about it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't confirmed until
August.
I wish I remember where the fuck I heard it from, because I ain't really a rumor girl like that.
No, they there was rumors.
I gotta
about
try to
it.
remember where the fuck I heard it from. I had heard about that years ago.
I mean, it was speculation for like 2 or 3 years before because they had taken some very intimate photos that they posted, but
I remember that. I just feel like regardless.
And by intimate, I don't mean like sexual. Like she was on his shoulder taking a selfie. You know what I'm saying?
I seen
like
the pictures. But my thing is this: I just feel like regardless, I know like semantics and publicity and all that good jazz and whatever. Like I get that, but I just feel like, and I'm probably very lone in this, but I just feel like y'all don't owe us shit. Y'all don't owe us a goddamn thing. If y'all don't feel like saying shit about it, then don't.
I don't think you're alone in that because I agree, but I also know what comes with being a public figure, and some people do feel entitled to your life.
And that's why I said, like, I get it. Like, I get that aspect of it. I do. But I just feel like sometimes it make you look crazier. Like, y'all don't owe us nothing.
Everybody can't be Beyonce. Everybody can't not say nothing to nothing. Beyonce, I think the only thing that they've ever addressed, and they did that so formally, was the elevator fight. They released a joint statement. Solange, Jay-Z, Beyonce. I know Solange was gritting her teeth when they put that out.
Child,
but
I would never listen to no statement they give because I
know it's a PR person wrote it.
Right.
Like that is not from the mouth of Jay-Z
I would
or
rather
Beyonce.
them not say nothing at all.
Even with that, I feel like I was surprised they even said something about that because Beyonce is known and Jay-Z notoriously for not responding to things. They could have just left that alone too because that statement didn't do shit or clear up nothing. So
it really didn't.
I don't even think it did that. If people buying their albums,
gonna sell without that statement, especially Lemonade.
Yes and no.
Shit.
Lemonade would have sold because of fans, but a lot of people who wouldn't care listen to that album because they want to hear what she had to say.
But a lot of
They
them
definitely watched that visual.
yeah, they wanted to. I was just about to say, yeah, they wanted to hear what she had to say, but a lot of people listened for the visuals too, because that was the first. Well, I ain't gonna say that was the first time, but that was one of the most times we've seen her be that pro-black. Like,
Yeah, but you know what? My mom made a good point in speaking about her pro-blackness at that point in her career. I mean, I don't think you could come out doing that and be mainstream. You definitely have to play the game
yeah,
first and
no,
get
for
to a
sure.
point of popularity where you could be like, "Bitch, I'm blackity black."
Facts.
Have you seen the SNL skit about the day the white people found out Beyonce was black because Formation was released? It's like
And them
Beyonce's
motherfuckers
black.
be lining up in formation, all like the
Hello?
rest of us.
Hello.
Goddamn it.
But before we get too far off topic, that was what made me think about entanglements. Was because there was this outrage against Laverne Cox for asking that question with
I
Will
think
and
that's
Jada.
messed up.
And so it brought me back to the place where I was when I first heard about entanglements. Because mind you, summer of 2020, I was single.
Mhm.
And I had an entanglement with 3 other people at the same time that
Okay.
summer.
Lord.
Remember I called y'all like, girl, I had a foursome.
Yes, I remember. I
So I'm like,
definitely
this will be a good topic for a show because entanglements can mean so many different things, like side niggas. It could mean side women. It could mean having threesomes, foursomes. It's just something where there's no commitment, but it's a situationship. Basically, I guess it's a situationship and entanglement can be, interchangeable terms. So like, we could make a whole show off of talking about stuff like this.
for sure.
So, I guess the lead off question, I'm gonna go to Adela first. I know we all gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna ask you first. Um, have you ever been in an entanglement or situationship that almost felt like a relationship, damn near, but it wasn't those commitments, but it caused a little.
I feel like that's a trick question. That's a.
Everybody you should have been with.
Yeah,
Don't we
yeah, yeah. Everybody been there.
Yeah, some more than once. Some more than once.
Yeah, yeah. You
What
sometimes you
happened?
a little too in deep with somebody you shouldn't be, but
Do you know it when you're in it, or do you realize it afterwards?
Oh no, I'm not completely aware. I'm completely aware.
Yeah, like
of
I
the
shouldn't even be
situation.
picking up this damn
Yep,
phone, but
yep.
I'm gonna call him anyway.
Exactly. Like
But some
that
people
come
really
over
don't be
text,
aware.
and I'd be like, man, I should just go to bed. Put my shoes on.
Yeah, yeah, I know the feeling, Chad. But some people unaware, and I think, luckily for me, I think I hang around a lot of self-aware people. Even when we make our mistakes, I think that we know kind of what we're doing, at least to the point to say I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right.
But some people really don't have that. Like they really be lost in it. Like I love him, he love me, girl. He don't love you.
Right.
I love that mouth.
Right.
Man, I got a couple friends like that actually.
I ain't gonna say no names on camera, but one particular friend of ours comes to mind, at least in the past, as have been in situations where she thought she was in love, child, and he loved me, and I'm like, girl, he don't love you, but okay. Like, what do you say to friends like that? Because if I'm in that type of situation, I'm not gonna be like, he loved me. I'll be like,
too
girl,
blunt.
I'm fucking him, and that's what it is. But what do you do when you have a friend like, he loved me?
I'm too blunt for these conversations. Like my friends know, don't ask me for something if you don't want the honest truth, because I'm gonna just tell you, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Like, girl, he don't look. But
Why?
look, sometimes this is where you lose friends like that, because a lot of those friends are sold on hope, right?
That's why I only got 3.
And the thing is, though, sometimes they do be right. Sometimes God do love them, and he just needs to grow and mature. You've seen so many. Well, I've seen a few, not so many, but a few situations of somebody sticking with somebody through the bullshit, and they grow to be a good couple. But that's
But
rare
at
and
a
few
certain
between,
point,
right? That's rare and
nah.
few between. But that's also those friends that have hope on their side. They just they're hoping that he gonna grow up and we're just gonna.
But ain't no guarantee.
It's no guarantee.
Exactly.
But then if you take that mindset, life is all about risk because then you risk going out to fall in love with another clown do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
I have a friend who her entanglement is her marriage.
oh, explain that.
Baby.
No.
This man, before she even married him, that man had been cheating on her.
Did she marry him to stop the cheating? Don't tell me she did that.
I don't know what the fuck she married him
Was
for.
there a baby there before?
They had children together before, but he was having babies on her before they got married, and he's still having babies on her now that they're married.
Are you talking about somebody that name start with Sin and Antenna?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
But they actually fit the bill as well. But no, I actually wasn't talking about her. This person, like I said, this person is married. They ain't married.
oh, you're right. They never got married.
But
But I know she's the one of the people I'm talking about, like just blind, like bro, you know who you.
No,
I don't think you even told her. Didn't you say you told her?
You know what? At this point, that's what I was going to say. At this point, they both are the problem.
They choosing each other.
They both are the problem. She just as wrong as he is. They are equally wrong, and I hate
That's most
both of them.
situations, though. Like, even in my situation, I can say, yes, I know half of that shit is my fault.
Wait,
I know
so
that.
are you currently in an entanglement?
Mm.
Yeah. if you want to call it that, yeah.
So y'all not together?
No.
Okay, well then that's an entanglement.
And to answer your question on what you tell a friend, I don't tell these bitches nothing because I feel like they don't listen to me. No goddamn.
But hold
way.
on.
I be listening and I know it. I understand it.
I think it's a
accept
difference
it for what
too
it is.
between if you ask for the advice and if it's just given. Because if you just giving it, I ain't
I don't
asked
do
for it.
neither.
I don't. But if I come to you and be
Even when
like,
she asks
Brittany,
for it, I don't say shit. I
I
promise
don't know
you.
what to tell you, bro.
No, because my thing is, and I love you. She's still finna be fucking on him. So what's the point of me saying anything on how I feel? Nothing. It's
That's
no
true.
point.
I get that. I get that perspective. I think I have a middle ground perspective though. Like I'm still gonna tell you. Like
Nope.
I'm
I
still
ain't
gonna be
waste
like,
my breath.
That's-
I'm sure Alex won't mind me sharing
She feel
because
the
she's
heat.
so far behind
I mean-
it, or so far beyond it, should I say? But Alex had a situation, and every time that
I
she
feel like Alex would be
complained
different.
about the situation, I was there to listen. You know, this was like 2 years of her going back to the same guy, and just for her to be let down. But as a friend for 2 years, I was her listening ear, her sounding board, and gave her advice. Leave him alone. He done showed you this. He called. She get up. She go. Like I said, fuck everything I said. She like, I know, best friend. I shouldn't have went back. Blah, blah, blah. But that's why I be talking about like grace. Like I asked on the last show, like if anything happened, like because I always give my friends grace. Because if I was being honest, if the first time I didn't like somebody that y'all was with, I wouldn't like nobody.
But see, that's
So-
my thing too. I don't say nothing, but that don't mean I have an attitude about it either. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm still supportive. I just feel like, bitch, I'm supporting what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My opinion don't matter because you still gonna do what you want to do. So
Yeah.
I'm supportive of that. God damn it.
You
Just
know,
make
but
sure you
I
bust
just
it open
think
and
as
fucking
a
good.
friend, because I've heard friends say, I'm tired of listening to the same bullshit. And I feel like that's not a friend
I
because
don't think that's a friend.
to
I was just
me,
thinking that
Now,
No,
I've
no.
been that friend before.
well,
who's-
look, I'm
look,
saying I don't think that's a friend today. Like, I don't
Look.
because to me,
earlier.
like,
depends
it'd
on
be
the-
one thing because, like I said, my friend went through that for 2 years. To me, I never got tired of hearing it. If it was like 10 years, like okay, bitch.
No, I think it
Right.
depends
But
on the
again, my
topic too,
problem
because we
is-
do have that one Debbie Downer ass friend where she wake up in the morning. You be like, "Hey, girl, good morning." Oh, my eyelid hurt.
Oh yeah, I get tired of hearing that.
Is acting up.
Girl,
my
you even got
diabetes.
diabetes.
I ain't got no man. I
No.
ain't got no
Right.
kids.
No, I know which
Like,
friend you talk. Well, ex-friend for me, but
everything wrong with her. Oh, I wasn't talking about her.
No.
Oh, shit.
No, like when I said it, it was because this person is constantly asking for advice and asking what to do
know.
about a situation and then constantly doing the complete opposite of what we telling her to do.
But then
So
if you look
why
at
are you
yourself,
asking me?
you've done it too, right?
No, but see, my difference is I understand. I know where I'm at in my situation. Just like Brittany know. I have my emotional days where some days I want more with him. I do.
Mhm.
And then I have
That
my
happens too
days
often.
where I'm just like, you know what? Me and him, we were what we were. and now we are what we are. And at the end of the day, he's still like my best friend. Like, I could still kick it with him without the sex or nothing like that. Like, you know, we are what we are. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I do have my days where I'm just like, yeah, I kind of want to cuddle or kiss or something like that, do something more. But at the same time, it is what it is. And me being...
So where do you see it going? Like, do you see it staying in this position that it's in? Do you see a future? Do you see one day wedding belt? Like, what do you want from it?
This is what the conversation I keep trying to have with her. So I'm happy you asked. Because that's why I'm sitting here shaking my head.
I am living in today.
All over the the reason I'm asking you that, though, is because, like, if you have an end game, then you know what you're doing. So if you don't know what you're doing, then you just in it.
I mean, my end game has goals that don't have nothing to do with him. My end game is taking care of my kid, making sure my kid is straight, making sure he gets through college, making sure he has everything what he needs to do. Like, my outside life away from him is really complicated to the point where that's my focus. He's my escape from my focus when I need something to get my mind off of it. Like,
you know, that's so interesting you said that, because I literally just said that yesterday to an ex. Like, my end game, like, I don't need a nigga. All I need a nigga for is to suck my dick and give me some ass. I don't need a nigga.
Exactly.
My end game is getting this bachelor's degree and being successful. That's why I'm married to the game. Okay,
and a good uncle.
That part. I love my nieces, but no, I respect that you said that, and that is a lot of women and men's alternative reality, because so long we've been told that your end game has to include a partner, regardless of straight, gay, whatever. Oh, why are you not married?
Our next
and I am perfectly fine being just
segue.
Our next conversation, me and her, was okay. This is where you at with that. Cool. What is gonna take for you to be truly happy? Because I know, as your friend, that you ain't.
Oh, and you know what's deep about that? She just said put it into her kid, right? But even though that's your child, you still got to fulfill yourself. Exactly. So what do you do for you to make you happy in those type of entanglements?
This is my twin, right?
Okay, let's get something completely straight here. I'm not fucking miserable, okay?
You
miserable? No.
I am very happy.
No, Debbie Downer.
I am very happy, okay? Thank you.
Well, I'm a man down, stand down.
No, it's not that I'm not happy. Like, yeah, would I be happy with a partner, with a person? Yeah, I would love that. But at the end of the day, I'm also trying to be that I'm happy without that. But I don't want to depend on somebody for my happiness.
But let me be clear on why I say you're not happy. Because you don't do nothing for yourself to make you happy.
Girl, that's sad.
Literally,
she knows the only thing I am happy sitting at home watching my Netflix in bed cuddled with my cat.
This is all she does 365 days of the year. The only thing that she does for herself is get her fucking nails done.
I do. I have a regular appointment getting my nails done.
Wait.
Every 2 weeks.
But he got a point. That's why you so bright. First of all, you don't get no sunlight.
First of all, it's winter. It's winter.
It's not winter. It's spring. It's March.
That's why I say that she's
still winter. It's cold.
It has nothing to do with the man, because I don't want anybody to ever think that I feel like women have to have a man to be happy. I would never ever tell any of my friends, male or female, that their happiness is contingent on someone else. Period. It is up to us. But that's why I said, like, I just know from my own personal journey and experience of depression and losing myself in being a parent, in being a wife, and all this other shit, and you being a parent now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do more for yourself than just get your nails done and stuff. And that's why I say you're not happy.
But also, let's be clear.
I smoke my weed.
Let's be clear.
No. Because bitch, we gonna do that happy, sad, mad, you know.
You're gonna do that
But
regardless.
it makes me happy when I'm in the bed.
Regardless.
But no, I want to be clear that if someone's not happy, it doesn't mean that they're miserable. So I just want to clear that up. Because
Right.
when she said you're not happy, I feel like you was a little defensive. It doesn't mean like
Yeah.
you down in the trenches. Woe is me.
Right. I just
Oh
said I
my
can't do no
God,
Debbie
what I'm
Downer
gonna
ass
do?
Friend, goddammit. Bitch, I
No.
would be friends with you if that's what you was.
No,
Like, no.
but not happy could just mean not fulfilled.
Exactly.
I'm not doing anything that fulfills me, that
Exactly.
brings that spark to my life,
Or even
that
like
lights
how
my
we
eyes
was just
up.
talking about like the business we want to start together with the wigs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Shit
and
like
then
that.
I want to open.
Yes.
Like that's my
That's
goal
like a-
right there. Like I got goals for it. I just gotta get my credit where I need to be.
Oh,
3% kickback into the ass on top of it.
we got
3%
business
ain't
deals
bad.
on live on the podcast.
We'll
Business deals.
chat.
You know me and you.
Right.
Look, I got a business.
But
I'ma
back to
take a
these,
one.
entanglements.
Right.
Well, you can because if I go under, she know when and where.
I'll be kicking the door down wherever the fuck he at. I
No
can
more kicking
find
doors.
him,
No
always.
more kicking doors. No, I don't need my door kicked in.
Oh,
No
yeah, maybe
more.
not your door.
No
Man, listen, no silverware. Like,
Why you say next? I gonna have no more problem against that. I just got that. Well, yes, I am. Because I'm
You
gonna fuck
will.
somebody too good.
Yeah.
Stop looking in their soul.
That's just how I.
Now on, all you have is doggy style sex.
You know what? That might be the solution.
I don't even look at him in his eyes, and I've known him for 5
No,
years.
let me tell you what. On a previous podcast, we were
That's
trying to figure out why,
hilarious.
like, a lot of men have gone crazy over me in the
I
past,
mean, a lot.
and like it's almost like everyone damn near,
Listen.
even the ones I thought wouldn't come back, have always like at least tried to come back a second time around. And we were talking, and like even in my casual sexual encounters, I have sex like looking them in their eyes
Hey.
because I like passion.
You know what got me fucked
With
up?
everybody?
With in my casual, if I'm having sex with you, I like you like that.
I
Yes.
tell you exactly what it is. As a straight cis male who loves puss.
Not
Puss.
puss. Puss.
I know what your problem is. You might not want to hear this.
Oh no.
My mic is like I'm gonna say something.
Your problem is number
See, I
one.
want to hear that. Hold on, that's my problem because I can't hear myself like that.
I can. You fine. You fine over here. Why am I so? God damn. Why am I so loud? Oh, okay. Why?
That's what I'm used to hearing when
Okay.
I'm talking to the mic. That. But go
Okay.
ahead.
No, I figured it out. Number one, you look them lovingly in their eyes. Okay. Number two, you make passionate love even on the first time. You gotta fuck these people, bro. You can't love everybody. And number three, you date down.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Do you really?
Yep. Now he got
He not
mad
the
at me when
first.
I said that.
He's not the first person to say that.
I'm a straight cis male,
It was
so
proud when I
I can say that to him, and he will not be upset because I really don't.
No,
know
it's not
his
my
love.
first time hearing it. I'm used to
No,
hearing
you
it.
date down, and when you date down, you lift them up. So now they like, oh, I have this great person who's still a piece of shit at times, who loves me for me, and he doesn't judge, and he could have anybody in the world, but he chose me, so I have to fight for his love. And then next thing you know, you're like, they're crazy, and it's like, you did this, you terrible human being.
Nah,
Date on
I
your-
don't think that warrants busted windows and broken doors. And,
Oh, also, you don't do a
and
good mental
jail
check
trip.
on them either.
Dude, not at all.
You don't.
Not at
You
all.
don't have those conversations with them.
No. He do have them conversations.
about to
Let me
say.
tell you what he do.
He accepts
He
it.
had these conversations and think, oh, it ain't gonna be me, looking ass motherfucker. The last, see, he made. I can't talk about him on camera.
Yes, you can. We do it every week.
No.
You can't go in depth. I get what you say.
No,
Not today.
no,
Not today.
I'm not
Specifically,
allowed.
not today.
You get a pass.
Specifically, not today.
You get a pass.
Yeah, today, at least for this episode.
Yeah, you get a pass because I know. You get a
because
pass.
I'm pretty sure God is watching.
You know
So-
when you feel like the canary with the
I
cat
know.
with the canary in the
I know.
mouth and shit.
But I will say, without saying any names, that I know I've been in situations where I feel like I probably have made people crazy because I know that how I love, and I think with me too, the thing is that as easy as I fall in love, as quickly as I fall out. I've never been
Sure,
broken
dude.
up with. I've
You have-
broken
you
up
have
with
a Sagittarius.
every single person.
Believe it or
I've
not,
dated.
Donnie, you have a Sagittarius trait. I guarantee one of your planets is Sagittarius.
I have to look into it.
I guarantee you, because you do just like we do. We'll love you hard and long when we're with you, but when the minute you make us not want you no more, we don't give no fucks.
I literally I can break up with somebody on a Tuesday and have a new prospect on Friday. Like, okay, what's up? What we doing? Because I'm out. So I'm not with you no more. But yeah, I've been in entanglements like that, and I've had people tell me I never loved them because of that. Because I'm like, we over it. And since I always break up with people, I'm always the one over it. So of course, like it don't take long because before if you've been in a relationship before it's over, it's already over. Before you officially over, it's usually already over.
Back in my entanglement days, because I was the pimp back then.
PIMP.
Listen, I was the type go to a nigga house, I hit him up like, hey, I'm finna come over. If you got a bitch there, make that bitch go home. I'm finna come over here and fuck your brains out. I would fuck his brains out and then put my clothes on to leave, and he'd be like, where you going? Nigga, I'm finna go. Fuck you mean? Like, they used to really fuck niggas up. Like,
girl, I still do that.
I don't
love
you.
I don't never stay.
What's crazy is that I guess because I hate stereotypical roles, but I guess I'm more like a girl because that's why like when you said like even in your casual stuff because I can't just go in the room and fucking leave. I have to get to know you. We gonna talk about our favorite TV shows.
No, I ain't doing all that.
Hey, that's part of my problem.
Was there and I wanted to.
I don't want to fuck nobody I don't got chemistry with.
That's
like,
part
of
of my problem. First. Right there.
I can sense sexual chemistry without talking to people.
See,
I don't want to know what your favorite TV show is. I don't want to sit there and play 21 questions getting to know somebody else. So it's just so much easier for me to fuck somebody who already knows the shit.
I had sex with casually. Like, I let him, he was like, oh, I like your hair. Can I do your hair? Like, so he was sitting there, I'm sitting between his legs. He oiling my scalp, giving me a whole treatment. And then we had sex, like, because we was talking the whole time he did that. So, like, to me, I'm like, I like stuff like that. I was just going to the bedroom like, we fucking.
I don't even make it to the bedroom. Look, we gonna do it on the couch.
That might be my problem.
Yeah.
Because even my casual prospects be crazy. That's that Pisces energy. I'm just trying to pass it along.
You get my love.
No, I can literally probably count on my hands. And all the times that I had sex without having a conversation or having a personal chemistry, I can guarantee you I was drunk. Can guarantee you I was like, I don't give a fuck. And those are the ones that I ain't heard from no more. So, you know what? It might be something to that.
I get that. I mean, that's why I still fuck my ex, because I don't want to get to know nobody else. That's my problem.
I can understand that too.
I don't want to deal with all that.
New dick is exciting.
Nah, you gonna text me, asking me questions, trying to get to know me, and I'm gonna get irritated and just block you.
Send the list. This is what I give a fuck about. The rest don't matter. We fucking or not.
Yeah, you can be that straightforward. I'm telling you, these days you can.
That straightforward.
These days you can be that straightforward, and especially with straight niggas. Like oh, I gotta pretend like I like want to know your favorite color.
See,
I did it back in the day.
And no, but my ex already knows like what I like and what I don't like, how to touch me, how not to touch me. Like I don't gotta train somebody else. Like he already knows what I like and what I don't like.
But somebody new can touch you in a way that he don't know how to touch you. He'd be like, oh,
or do it better, the same way you like better.
I mean,
he can love you like I love you, baby. You know it's true.
I was about to join in.
That was the first one to come to mind, but I'm sure it's one more so about.
So I got a question about entanglements, because now there's this new phrase going around, sneaky link.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what?
So
same
sneaky
thing.
link.
I'm not sneaking with nothing now. Everybody knows.
No. I don't think you in a sneaky link.
So for the married people.
So to me, sneaky link is married couples or people in committed long-term relationships who have. It's basically side nigga.
So cheating.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
So
you know what I always wonder?
It's not always married people. Sometimes sneaky links is just literally messing with somebody.
Messing with somebody that
shitting you
nobody
about to be
in the public don't know.
It's like saying like somebody here on the staff and Donnie has a link to them and they get together.
Been there, done that.
You know.
Me too. Never again. Fuck up the work environment.
You know what? The last time I did it, it worked for me. Did it? I married him. Oh, yeah.
It might have worked then.
It definitely
She's an anomaly.
But
It worked.
the first couple of times, because I dated a couple guys before me and Doug dated. Yeah,
Of course.
Them didn't work.
Y'all was young
Well,
then
clearly
too,
they
though.
didn't work if you married Doug.
Y'all was young then too. You gotta kind of give them niggas a pass.
No,
on
them
that.
niggas was old. I was young.
Sorry. Oh,
I was 19. They was older than me and Douglas. They
Try
was
to-
like late 20s, early 30s.
terrible human beings.
Yes.
So we ain't gonna get to talk about.
You okay over there?
We can talk about him.
I had to catch. I said I asked her not to say
him.
something. I didn't want to say nobody's
No,
name.
you can talk about him. Just don't talk about the white boy. You talk about everybody else. You talk about everybody.
Ain't that one a trigger word?
Yes.
Okay, that's to make sure they
definitely
got
a
the trigger word.
But you can talk about everybody else.
Child, I
child.
don't be knowing what to say. That's why, like, when I'm around my friends, like, and they have a partner, and I know that they're not being faithful, I don't even.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. How the fuck do people in relationships and like marriages be having time for that?
What to cheat?
Yes, because I'll be like, if you really putting like all your effort into
That's
like your household.
first of all, you
and
say
your
if
bedroom.
you're really putting all your effort.
They not putting all
Exactly.
their effort. That's the
What the
point.
hell?
Because like not that I want to cheat on
Possible.
Doug, but like that just be shit I be thinking about sometimes. Like if I really wanted to cheat
would
on
have
you,
time.
when in the fuck would I have time?
You can have.
Let me tell you
time.
Like
something.
nigga, I don't want another penis in the equation.
Let
like,
me
that's
tell
too much
you
goddamn
something.
work.
You can
As
have
busy as
time.
I am, I'm probably one of the busiest people you
gotta
know.
neglect something to have time for that.
Like I literally have to schedule my sleep as busy as I am.
Right. Like
So,
I barely
but my
got
thing
time
is,
for the
I
in-house
could find
dick I
time to
got.
cheat if I wanted to.
That's what he was just saying. But I'm like, see, you got to give something up for that. I wouldn't be willing to compromise.
Like even
know.
like right
So-
now, like technically I'm unemployed right
Sometimes
now.
you ain't
As
gotta
busy
give
as I am,
nothing
I'm
up. It
unemployed. But I
just
have to
falls.
schedule time to DoorDash, right?
It just happens.
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna DoorDash for 2 hours. I'm gonna go do this and then make that DoorDash
Yeah,
money.
see, some
afterwards.
got to compromise.
It is like,
I ain't gonna be willing to do that.
or like, okay, so say in Doug's situation, or even your situation,
unless it's
okay,
some guaranteed supreme D.
like if Doug's at work and you are watching the baby and you work from home, he doesn't have to know that you called in and Crystal is watching her.
Yeah,
you
because
know-
he don't go to work till 2-3 o'clock. In the
Okay,
afternoon.
well then when he goes to work, the baby's being
Oh,
picked up by
yes.
Crystal, and you getting off of work around that time a few hours later.
Oh.
So
You know, I just don't think like that.
I think that's a man thing.
That's just too much.
Yeah, that came out way
Like
too
once
easy.
again, that's too much work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find a babysitter to go cheat too. God damn. Like now, what if I need her another day when it's more important that I really want to do something, like go to the bar or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I mean, to me, I'm gonna say it because I've done it. I have cheated before. I haven't
Maybe
cheated in
because
my
I'm happy.
last few relationships. I thought I was, but that's neither here nor there. I should have shit as much as I was getting accused of cheating. Hello, cheated on you. As much as you accuse me of cheating, but my mom also, I'm a very strategic person by nature. I get it from my mom. So I always, even if I'm not cheating, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I be thinking of ways the other person could cheat too. I'm like, oh, because when I was here,
like that,
if I was
you know what that leads me
That'll
to?
drive you crazy.
That leads
It
me
do.
to checking phones and checking
no, I don't check
computers.
phones. I don't check
But
phones.
that
No.
thought process is
Never
what's
check
gonna
the
lead
phone.
me to that.
Oh, for you.
I can't do
For
that.
you, because
Yeah,
I've
I
always
can't do
thought like
that.
this. So I never check phones. I checked phones one time, and
I
never checked before then, right?
Like me specifically, I can't allow
but
it.
I regretted it the moment I picked up his phone. I felt a certain energy.
I
When
bet.
I went through it,
And see, that's how I feel.
it was
now.
Tristan's phone too.
Mhm,
So
yes.
mind you,
Mhm.
this nigga was a drinker, but he was one of them drinkers where he would get drunk in an hour and be knocked out.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's
drinkers
typically
like
when
that.
I would,
Cause I'm a
check
social
the
drinker.
phone,
I'm drinking.
too.
We trying to have a good time. Like I want you to go to sleep on me. But long story short, he fell asleep with his phone up and on, and I saw the Jacked notification come across the screen. Jacked is a gay social dating app.
Oh.
Doug
So
don't
I
even
got
have
curious.
Notifications come up no more. He ain't slick.
So
I
I'm
just don't
like,
give a damn no more.
I'm like, excuse you? Okay. I know this go against. And this was around the time when you was going through Doug's phone. I was telling you to stop it, and I'm like, I didn't just told Brittany.
He had talked to me on the phone for like 2 hours, telling me to stop doing.
Yeah, I'm like, stop checking this man's phone.
Yes.
But look, I'm like, I didn't.
You
just
gonna
told
find what
Brittany.
you looking for in there.
Even if there's nothing in there, you're gonna find something you don't like.
Exactly.
Always.
You gonna
Always.
find something you looking
My
for.
mama always said, you when you look for something, you'll find it. So it might not be he cheating on you, but now you found out that his best friend don't like you or something. You know what I'm saying? Something that why you was talking about me with your best friend. Like, why you go to my phone? That wasn't for you to see. So, or now you know somebody's business you shouldn't know. That's why my reason why I never share my phone.
He tell me everybody shit anyway. I ain't worried about that.
No, I mean, I might tell my significant other some things, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Nah, I can't tell him all y'all shit. Y'all shit a lot more spicier than the other side shit. Just truth be told. That's why I'm privy to all the business, because life ain't quite as spicy. Like, I just told him some old stuff, and he was like, damn, for real? And I was like, yes, this was years ago. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. As they say over here at TDR, I'm a wild boy.
Not just you.
I was telling
him some things about Jamal, too.
Oh, Lord.
What else? Who
Jamal
else
is not a wild boy.
Yes,
Jamal is in a relationship.
Jamal is a wild.
He was a wild boy once upon a time.
Well, he's a wild boy. He's a wild boy with his mates.
Right.
That part.
I was like, Ladarius wild too.
Right, because
they
wild together.
Right. Shit.
So anyway,
you a single wild boy.
Wild friends either though.
There's a lot of wild ones here on the studio. Don't let one fool you.
No, speaking of entanglements and being wild, on Valentine's Day weekend, I went to Steamworks. Mm-hmm. Is anybody? Why you turn around like that? You know what that is? Oh, nobody knows what that is. No. Nobody know what a bathhouse is.
A bathhouse?
Yeah.
You went to a bathhouse.
Basically.
You nasty boy.
I think. No, I didn't tell you. I told Alex.
You did tell me.
Oh, I did? Okay.
You told me what happened in there?
Yeah, it was. I told Kirby because I was with Kirby when I went. No, I didn't go with her, but
I was going to ask you, was she with you?
No, because as a woman, I think you would have felt out of place.
I would have still wanted to go and watch. You ain't gonna let me watch you. I'm gonna have to watch somebody around this motherfucker. It'd be just like watching Pornhub live.
It was so interesting. It was probably the craziest experience I've had in my life.
Man, you
like
a lot of fun stuff without me.
Watching people have sex.
I could have still went. I would have just been looking.
Well, I'm sure Doug wouldn't care if it was a gay one because there wasn't nobody gonna touch her.
Doug. That man don't care.
Some of them do be bisexual. Right. Some of them do be bisexual.
That's okay. I do not want dual penises, so that's fine. I just want to watch. He know his wife a perv.
It was interesting, and it was interesting.
See, and that's I would have been looking just like that. Interesting.
No, because I don't judge people. I try not to judge people, should I say? Because I think we all judge, but I try not to be judged. But so watch somebody take like 7 dicks.
See, fascinating.
I'm like,
because that's something I wouldn't and couldn't do. Like, no. Really?
Yeah. Child, I barely want to take one.
Man, really?
That is a lot of dicks.
6, you say?
Yes. No, 7.
Looking at butt like Superman.
7, bitch.
7.
Yes. No, but I've seen stuff like that on porn, but to see it in person is like people really do this. Like I was caught off. It was a guy who tried to corner me into I was a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
See me, I be wanting to interview people when they do. So how was it?
Hey,
no, I'm going back for my birthday.
What was your mind? What was your mind going?
I'm gonna do it one night after the club. Y'all go back to the hotel, and I'm gonna go back so I could be more comfortable and just see if I can really actually experience it.
Why would you not take me?
Boy, you goddamn no. Taking no damn 7 dicks. I was like, hell. I wouldn't take y'all because if I was to go with a friend, it probably would be Jamal. Because they go together, so never mind. I'm gonna say sorry, Ladarius. But anyway, I would probably take Jamal just because you're a woman, and that probably would throw some people. If you're beside me, child, like no play, no nothing. So Yes, basically, you'll be a cock blocker.
Sorry, Greg. What it sounds like.
And you're supposed to be my wingman, so you would not be a good wingman in that environment.
I'll come stand in the corner with Brittany. Like, we'll just stand in the corner. Like, you ain't even got to show them you with us. You can stand on the other corner. We don't stand in one different corner.
Right, you ain't gotta be with me. Just enter with me.
Right.
Well, that's fine. They're going to take your ID. They're going to give you a key to a room, so everybody gets a small little hotel room. When I say room, that is really just because it has 4 walls. Because it's literally like, think of the length of your bed. That's the width as well. It's enough room in there for a bed. And a TV's mounted on the wall. You're in there with the bed and the TV. So I was in there like, I can't believe I'm here. I'm like nervous to walk around. And I'm like, okay, take a shot to get some courage. And I start walking around, and it was 2 dudes who tried me. One was so fucking feminine. Nothing against feminine guys as far as personality wise, but as far as me being attracted to, I was like, nah, because he tried to rip my towel off for one. Because you're supposed to walk around there with just a towel on. Some people have boxers or briefs or whatever under the towel, but I didn't. So when he was trying to rip my towel off, I'm like, no.
That's very aggressive.
Yes.
Like,
and he got nails and stuff. I'm like, what's wrong with you? And I kind of did go back into like, me a little bit. It's like, we about to fight. Like, bro, like, what's wrong with you? But he was like, I don't know. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. This is my first time here. I'm like, this is my first time here too. I ain't walking around snatching nobody's towel off. I'm pretty sure that's not how it worked.
I can assure you that's not how I want it to work. It's not going to work like that with me.
I'm aggressive. So I snatched his. And I'm like, you're not even doing it right. You got on panties under your towel. Literally panties. I'm like, so don't be pulling my towel because I ain't got nothing on under here. Pulling my goddamn towel off.
You is so irritating.
Wow.
And then the other guy that tried me, he was actually attractive. And I kissed him.
Not actually.
That's all you
attractive.
did?
Yeah, that's all I did. I swear to God.
It was a
No, I
tongue
didn't
kiss,
look
wasn't
at-
it? Yeah. All that passion. Tongue kisses, see?
No.
He crazy already.
Right. But look, let me tell you something. This is why I said I want to get comfortable, because I was uncomfortable. So I'm not saying I wouldn't have done more, but that's all I did at that time. But when I would put on my clothes and I left, it was this dude. I'm not even attracted to light-skinned guys, but he was really handsome. And he was like, what you put your clothes on for? I'm like, I'm finna go. He's like, so soon. And he took his towel off. I have never seen
It was big or it was little?
big as fuck.
Ooh,
I have
never.
never.
In the day.
I was like,
Oh Jesus!
oh my.
That thing was like,
Dude, that was a baby
and
arm.
it was dark skinned though. Like the rest of his,
His
body
wasn't
was
like
light,
his was
but it
all
was
in.
dark.
He was completely the same complexion.
I'm a black cis male who is secure in his sexuality. Therefore, their conversation about this doesn't bother me. But the fact that Donnie was actually scared of dick is funny.
I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. But look, I ain't gonna lie, like I paused.
You should have got
And he was like, he started jagging it off. He's like, so soon.
Ooh, you should have got
I'm like, oh,
Donnie gonna be back.
I don't know what to, because I'm not a bottom though. So seeing a dick will arouse me, but I don't want it to enter inside of me. So I'm like, I had to pause and double think about my life for a second. Like, okay, am I on top? And so I had to hurry up. I left there. Let me tell you how fast I left there. I left there so fast that I forgot my ID. I had to go back the next morning before I came back home to get my ID. He scared me and had me rattled. Damn, I gotta get out of here. I had to get them back their room key. I had the room key around my wrist. I gotta go.
Hilarious.
I gotta go. But I'm gonna go back during my birthday, and then I'll probably have a real story to tell y'all because.
That's the reason why you said you telling everybody about your birthday coming up. Let me find out.
No, it's this coming weekend
I
though.
know,
So
you kept saying it.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up. That's not the reason why I was in it. I said it because it's my fucking
just his birthday, right? That's
You
just
remember
what it
last
is.
year I did the same thing when I was in a relationship. We went to the cabin. I'm like, we came here before we went to the cabin.
Sure did. 'Cause we was turned the fuck up.
We was ready to go to the motherfucking cabin, and the cabin was amazing. Like,
It was. That was a good ass birthday.
That
I'm
was.
sorry.
dude, I'm not
I
gonna
came
lie.
back crippled, nigga. Like, yes, I came back crippled. Motherfucking knee was swollen and shit. I could barely walk on it.
And for it to be my 30th, that was an amazing birthday. We streaked.
They streaked.
Yes, we streaked. It was
the
so
way
fun.
we had that damn club. I had that motherfucker turned. Like, y'all don't understand.
Bill Cosby was there.
Looking at oh God. Our friend kept forcing drinks down our other friend mouth who was already passed out.
Yes, he like drinks some.
So,
I'm like, you look.
He was like, I don't know. It was quiet as hell. Like, why when this happened, it'd always be quiet as fuck.
Right.
So it's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning and shit. We had just got back from the club and we had woke his ass up because he had left early from the club or whatever. And our friend just pouring drinks down the other friend's mouth. And this motherfucker quiet. It's quiet as hell. He like, why is you over there being like Bill Cosby?
He clearly already drunk and when we was on the floor on that one though, it was me, you, I think, and Jamal.
It was Jamal.
Willie was there too, but Willie just sat in his chair. You know, Willie's a big guy, so he couldn't really fall to the floor.
I wasn't fucking
but
sleeping then because the room me and Alex had, it was like, I can't remember if it was hot or cold, but it was really uncomfortable, whichever temperature it was. And it was bugs in the room, in the bed.
In the bed?
We found one in the bed when we first got there. Shit,
she didn't
me
tell
and her
me
was
that.
terrified. Yes.
It wasn't a bed bug, was it?
No, it wasn't a bed bug. It was just some
it's still bugs in the bed is still
exactly.
Yeah.
And in the bedroom, period. So me and her was freaking out. The bed was uncomfortable. It was all bad.
Well, my bed was comfortable. You have pictures of that.
Well, it was your birthday.
Of me being naked in the bed.
No, that was so. He fell asleep completely ass naked.
That's the best way to sleep.
It is.
Yeah. That's how I sleep. But you know, it's different when you in a whole cabin full of people and we coming in there to check on you and you not under the covers. Ass up as soon as we entered the room. I wasn't prepared for that, and I was mad because I didn't even have my phone at first. I had to run and go get it. By the time I came back, he had some drawers on, but he was still passed out in that crazy position. So
yeah, it was a good trip. It was a good trip.
We was some ghetto ass black people in that white ass town, though.
Yeah, we were. Have you ever traveled for dick? Speaking of entanglement,
like out of state?
Yeah, like I know some people who have, but have you? Have you ever traveled?
No,
so
not really.
I don't think I've ever met a dick that good that I would cross like state lines for, fam.
I'm not gonna lie. I never traveled. Let me be clear. I never traveled for dick either. But I'm not gonna lie.
I know people who have.
I had two guys. Two. I remember one of his name was Brendan. The other one's name I won't mention because we on camera. But they both, without ever fucking me, ever flew to Milwaukee to do that. So I have been a part of situations of traveling for dick, but I personally have never traveled for dick or ass. It's not that serious.
I mean, I've had
someone
people
has
offer,
traveled
but
for
nah,
me.
But
Yeah.
I ain't even that serious.
It's not
Yeah,
that
someone
here.
has traveled for me, but nobody like someone has offered or asked me to come out there, but no.
Child, if I accepted every trip I was off,
because let me keep it real. To you motherfuckers who asked me in the past to fly out to see y'all, if you was a real nigga and a real boss, you would have paid for me to get flued out.
Period.
That part. And that's why, like, because I'm not gonna lie, the conversations was when they came to fly to see me was why don't you come down here? Because both of them from the South. And I'm like, I'm come down there for what? What am I getting?
Exactly.
Do you live alone? So one happened when I lived on 79th. The other one happened when I first moved into the place I live right now. And I'm like, yeah, I live alone. So you can come here, but I'm not traveling to go see you. And they both was like, let me see what the flight's looking like in the next week or so. And I'm like, okay. And if I come see you, you're going to pay for hotel accommodations. Because if me personally, they came to my house, but I wouldn't go to theirs on just like, no, you got to pay for hotel accommodations as well.
My ex went AWOL for me, so
Ooh.
he went AWOL and traveled from
the military?
Carolina, yeah.
Jesus. Not the
Come
pussy.
fuck me in the car.
To come fuck you in the
Where
car.
else was we gonna fuck at?
Oh, y'all both didn't have no places at this time.
He wasn't living here. He was in the army, and
Oh.
I've only lived with one man, and this was before.
Touche,
him.
yeah.
He's self-dramatic.
Who?
Because I know exactly who she's talking
I
about.
know you know.
Oh, I know too.
Apparently, I don't know.
I know too.
That's how we
Child.
met. We have the same ex.
He went AWOL.
Oh my.
He did. He
Oh,
did.
child.
Yeah, we got the same ex.
Oh my. Y'all
Don't you love that?
He and I, no, it wasn't one of them situations. Actually, we were all three of us had already all been broken up for a decent amount of time when we all met. What just what happened to happen was me and him was friends, and him and her was friends
At the time.
And
let's be specific.
We were friends.
and at the time, I was, selling the little reefercations, and she needed some reefer. And then we made some comments to him about each other, and it just went from there.
Yeah. And by the time I found out she was his ex too, I'm like, well, now if I don't like her just because of that, it seemed petty because I'm already cool with her.
Right.
Shit.
For real though.
So he was already good. I think he told me right away though. I think I knew as soon as I met you, but he knew
He told me like a month later.
Clearly, I wasn't gonna trip. Because, when they picked me up, I was living with Doug. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm living with Doug and this, that, and the other. So, clearly, I ain't going to care. But yeah.
It's funny because I actually had a conversation with Jamal, if you don't mind me saying, about this. I want to say recently, but what you said just jogged my memory a little bit about caring whether or not your friends date your ex.
It depends on which ex it is. I think that I wouldn't care if any of my friends dated any of my exes. Any of them. Only one I would care about is if me and Doug ever got a divorce and somebody dated him. Then I'm gonna fuck your ass up. I don't give a fuck.
It's only one I would care about. The rest of them I really don't give a fuck.
I always say
I've encouraged a few of them to actually sleep with some exes. They wouldn't do it.
Me personally, I always say just don't. I don't care I don't care if you fuck them, if you sleep with them, if you marry him. Just don't let it be my most recent one. So, like when I broke up with Deontay, I cared about who was sleeping and sucking on him until I met Terrell. You know what I'm saying? So then when I met Terrell, I'm like, okay, I no longer care. So anybody who want to fuck Deontay, have at him. Nope, I don't care. I just like don't date my most recent ex.
I don't care if I get remarried. Don't fuck with my ex-husband.
Yeah, that's on.
Well, ex-husband is that's completely different level. Yeah. We talking about exes, and you have to also keep in mind that's 10 plus years. My longest relationship is 2.5 years. Period. So like that's a little way more time than I even was committed to somebody to care about them 3, 4, 5 years. I encourage them, like you said, please go date Scotty. Go. I tried it.
My friends like, bitch, the sausage is good and all that. You better get that.
Right. But like for me, I can talk about the sex, but I always tell people, even my associates, I'm like, be careful because he a little crazy.
Oh Lord.
That's the only thing I be saying. Like,
they mess with Donnie, they was crazy.
I mean, yeah. At this point, I need to do better. I mean, like I said, a lot of people have told me that I date down. I don't date people on my level or above it. So, yeah. If you could bet your last at this current moment in life, if they dated me, they probably look crazy.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
But like I told you, like when the last situation happened, I had told you I need to do some reflecting on myself of why I keep picking certain people. Mm-hmm. So,
and it made me very proud to hear you say
it. But also, I don't know, when y'all say dating down, are y'all talking about physical looks or
all of the above? I'm talking about looks. Yep. I'm talking about intelligence. I'm talking about professionalism. Okay. I'm talking about dressing, fashion. I'm talking about.
She's talking about everything.
Romance,
everything.
If they have an apartment, a car, a job, a stable, steady job. I should keep going.
She's talking about everything.
Literally everything.
Okay, I shouldn't have asked that because I know my friends always say I have a tendency to date ugly guys, and
That part don't even bother me no more at this point because you gonna do what the fuck you gonna do, and I just expect him to be ugly as a bitch at this point. But god damn it, can we get some of these other credentials a little higher?
No, but I can't help because that's why I asked what y'all were talking about because I can't help what I'm attracted to. They ugly to y'all, but to me they're
well.
handsome.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck that.
Like,
Let's talk about this other shit out of the name.
So, what did you find attractive about that one that works?
No, okay. So with him, and you know who he's talking about, right?
I saw.
So, yeah, with him, when I tell you what attracted me to him was he is the funniest person I ever fucking met in my life. A funny person.
I will give that.
A funny
a
person
motherfucker that could make me laugh could be the ugliest son of a bitch on earth, and I will love the hell out of you because you are hilarious. Because I've dated some ugly ass niggas because they was funny. I'm not even gonna lie, like on some real shit.
But also with him, he had a nice body as well.
Yes, he does. Still to this day.
So
currently,
I
saw something.
I liked his body. Lord have mercy. I like his body, and he was funny. Like he wanted like for us not to have ever been in a relationship to keep me laughing the way he did. Like, but then it got annoying after.
Well, laugh.
No, like he joked too much. You know what I'm saying? Like he take nothing serious. But I like that's why I like that we developed a friendship out of it. Like we still cool to this day. I still talk to him.
Yeah,
I talked to him. He sent me a video. He sent me a video 2 days ago of a 2 or 3 year memory of us when we were in that space of me laying on his chest and we was talking shit to each other. And he was like, I forgot I had this. And I'm like, why are you sending this to me, child?
You know why he's sending that to you.
Thing. Right. That was
you knew
what's up, big head.
That shit to you.
What's up, big head?
Right. Well, we kind of was a sneaky link because even though we both were single when we were talking to one another, nobody but a select few people knew that we were.
Right. That's what makes a person a sneaky link.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, child. Okay, we got 15 minutes. Speaking of that, y'all ever this is useless fact number 969 today. But did y'all ever realize that minute and minute are spelled the same way?
What?
Minute and minute. They spelled the same way. I'm full of useless facts. I promise you.
That was so random.
Because I said we got 15 minutes, and that made me think about minute and the way I pronounced it, minute, minute.
Did you forget that you were sitting next to the spelling bee?
What?
I'm just saying people don't think about that. Like minute, M-I-N-U-T-E, minute, M-I-N-U-T-E. Resume, resume.
I can honestly say I've never thought of that before, but
let me get back on topic for the last couple minutes of the show.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know you knew resume and resume. That's a pretty obvious one, but I could go on and on. So don't get me started. Well, like she said, she never thought of that. So
but she is a hairstylist. She is not the spelling bee champ.
No,
well,
no, I'm not. I'm not a spelling bee.
But I mean, that was only 2 years ago. I figured that out. But anyway,
and you're the scholar. Damn it.
Degrees.
And I'm the. I am technically a author.
Come on,
poet.
Come on, book. No, I remember your poems, child. From
I used to get off. I need to get back into that.
You and Lauren were always better at that. I think I'm a better like if you had a speech, I probably will do better at writing your speech than writing you a poem.
See, I'm good at speeches, but I'm not good at timed speeches.
See, I could write myself a speech, and that's the thing. If I had to give a speech, I would have to write it, even if I'm gonna act like I did it. I would have to write it because I'm not good at off the dome speaking.
I can do that too.
But if you need, like, I really feel like when I get this degree, one of the things I might do too is like I could write a speech for like Donald Trump probably could use my help.
Oh Lord!
Look, red or blue, I don't care what party you are. The check is green.
Neither.
The check.
I don't like not neither one of them.
Right. I at this point, I think I'm an independent, which is also green. Because I'm no longer just committed to a party because because you're a Democrat,
I don't
because
think
they
I've
be fucking
ever
up
really
too.
been committed
I don't
to a
trust none of them.
party.
I don't trust none of them either. But what I want to get out of colored people's heads though is that a lot of people of color feel like the system is rigged. I don't believe that. And I feel like that's something that's put into our communities to cause us not to vote, and which is causes our own detriment. Because especially on a local level, fine, you don't like the federal level president, whatever, because the president of the United States really can't do nothing about what's going on in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Period.
But we put Evers in office to, well, not he governs the whole state. So then now there's a mayor race that's going on right now to determine what's going to happen with Milwaukee. But I say all that to say, especially on a local level, government does matter. I'm a very political person, so I tend to just be more political than most people I meet my age anyway. But it does matter. It really does matter. If
It
you
does.
don't,
No, it
I'd
do.
rather you, because what was wrong with us, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get back into the topic. What's wrong with us is that we will vote for a president, but we won't vote in local elections. And when you think about
Exactly.
it, the local elections make more of an impact
And
on your
see,
everyday
this
life
is
than
what
the
I was
president
gonna
does.
Exactly.
say to what you were saying. It's not that we just or that they just think that it's rigged, but they don't understand fucking politics in general. I encourage y'all to at least, because I'm not
It's
big
not
on
explained well in school,
It's
which
not.
it should
big on-
be.
It's not.
it's
It
not
should
explained
be.
well.
It's not.
Our
It's
school,
something you really got to learn outside of your
Yes.
outside of
our
school.
school did a decent job, but I will say this: majority of what I learned about politics was from your mother and
Ditto.
you and Lauren and my grandmother. So a lot of them don't know politics, and they don't nobody around them know politics. They're
Right.
adopting
Right.
an opinion of somebody else's. They've never
Yeah.
took the time to
Ooh,
research it, know it, or
speak.
anything. So
Speak.
I encourage y'all to learn more, because everybody always want to say the president can't do this, the president did that, Obama this, Obama that. The president don't have the kind of power y'all think
He's
these
a part of the
motherfuckers
executive
have.
branch. There's a legislative branch and a judicial branch. The president does not have all the power.
Learn your
And
shit.
I hate when people
That's why
say
these local elections are so important, because that's where the real power
lies.
is.
Yes.
I don't know much about politics. I'm not into it like that, but I at least
Mhm.
know that much. At
Yep.
least educate yourself that much.
The difference you gonna see is with your local stuff,
Hello?
not the federal. That ain't gonna do
That
shit.
part.
Exactly.
And I hate when people say Obama didn't do nothing for black people, not understanding politics, because
Right.
first of all, I always tell people Obama wasn't voted president for black people. He was voted president for the United States, which is a whole bunch of races. I know that you think that because he's black, he's supposed to specifically hone in on us, but unfortunately, we represent this much of the population. So,
Right.
what do you want him to do? Just focus on us, then fuck everybody else? That's not how politics work.
No.
But also, he did do
I ain't
things for
have
us.
no expectations. Quite honestly, I kept it 100 with people, because I'm not into politics. He black, I'm black. I want the black one in there.
No,
They
but
never had a black
you know what's
president,
crazy?
and that's it. That's all.
What's crazy is
'Cause I
Obama
do debate that.
made me
Yes.
into politics, and I did it for the same reason. I wanted him to win because he was black.
No, you did it for way more reasons than that. Listen,
No.
when he first got elected, because we were still in high school.
You had a crush on him?
No,
No. He
It
was
was-
handsome though.
it was this huge race war going on in high school. And there was a couple of us in my class that really knew they shit in politics and really led the motherfucking like war. And he was one of the most prominent fucking leaders. He was arguing them motherfucking white motherfuckers down, boy.
But that's what I was trying to say. I
Was
wasn't into
killing
politics
it.
until Obama came. It was somebody who looked
Yeah,
like
that's when
me.
you got into it.
So
Yeah,
that's when
yeah.
I dived into it. Like, oh, I gotta learn my shit because it's one of us, and he about to be president.
Yeah.
So, but no,
Yeah.
but no.
We made
hell,
Linda proud that year.
Child, when we came
Shit,
up,
I couldn't
ooh.
vote. I wasn't old
Well, we
enough,
wasn't old
but-
enough. I couldn't vote the first time either. I voted the second time.
I
he
can
went
vote the
off.
second time. I couldn't vote the first time.
Yeah,
He
the
was
second
17.
time I was there early as a bitch.
Right.
Like,
Walking up to Obama.
Y'all tell me twice in this motherfucker.
But no, I guess we're coming to the end of the show, so we're gonna wrap it up with the topic because, child, we always go on tangents.
Yeah.
That's something I don't know if you ever watch, but whatever the topic is, we
I be trying to,
subbar.
but then I be not.
I mean, that's something that you and I just do naturally.
In general, right. But
Yeah, I've been around y'all before. I know.
so
If I'm not,
I feel like these questions you might feel like they're directed towards you.
Oh,
Well, you
okay.
keep asking her.
Well,
like,
I
I
wasn't
had
gonna ask her.
entanglements
You know
in my
what?
life.
Just
I wasn't gonna ask her, but I'm like, damn, I already know her answer.
I guess you do already
What's
know
the
most of my
question?
answers.
The question was, okay, so most of the people I know, have when you have a relationship, there's always this funny period with your ex where y'all still having sex and all of that other stuff before you actually move on. So I was gonna ask about what that period like when you in that period, like do you know you're in it? And also like do you like when you're in it, is it your goal to get back together or is it just I'm having sex with you because it's familiar?
I was about to say she been saying that the whole
That's why
show.
I said she answered her. So for me and you, I
my
guess to
answer.
answer because she already answered it.
Nah, I don't see me like so. I'm gonna answer this as if like me and Doug got a divorce. I don't see me ever sleeping with any of my exes ever again in life.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. So when I say that, I'm talking about your most recent ex. So every time I broke up with somebody,
Oh,
So
I would
you
have
and
sex
Doug
with
no.
them.
So if
Yeah.
me and Doug got a
You
divorce,
still had
I
sex
would
with him
not
until you
still
moved
sleep with
on.
him. Hell no, because in our experience, we've broken up a million times throughout our relationship before getting married, and we would still fuck, and we will always end up back together. So if we were
Period.
to divorce, I'm not fucking that man no more because
Because y'all gonna end up getting back
we're
together.
gonna end up getting back together.
But
And if we
honestly, y'all would too,
divorce-
because Douglas would kill you
But
first.
if we divorced, it had to have been for something very fucking serious, like a baby out of wedlock. You done brought home an STD or something like
Ooh.
crazy. So, yeah,
See.
that's my answer to that.
Explain away the STD.
No, fuck that. I don't give a fuck.
No, you can't.
I don't give a fuck. He can
No,
try,
you
and I'm gonna
can't.
beat that ass as soon as
You
he
know
open his
damn well
mouth.
he can't.
He gonna open his mouth and have my fist in it immediately. Ain't no explain nothing. Nada.
I,
And I'm
it's
be
been a
there
long
to bail
time
her
since
out of jail.
Man.
I had a physical altercation with somebody I was dating, like actually put our hands on one another. But I think that's one of the things that I just, as soon as I find out and I see you, like you better hope I find out and we're not in the same vicinity. I don't care if we're in public. I'm just gonna want to give you a right hook, like automatically, because that, to me, if you was gonna cheat, I would at least think that you would respect me enough, even though you're disrespecting me by even entering into this situation. But respect me enough to protect yourself.
Right.
So you bring me something back.
That's what I'm saying. You bring me an STD,
We
a baby.
gonna have to fight. And even I don't care if it's gonorrhea. Okay, you can cure that. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's curable. None of that.
Right.
That shit don't matter at this point.
Like it's a couple
When
things
they got- I
that's
got a
deal
burn for
breaker
like a
for
week.
me.
Already gave you shit.
Man.
Nah.
Yeah, no. So yeah,
Like,
that's that.
Well, I'll say for me, every single person I've dated and I broke up with, I continue to have sex with
I know.
until I
next
moved
one.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, see,
That too.
Nope.
Why they crazy?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of crazy, I talked to Scotty.
Oh God.
And I talked to Scotty and I was asking him, after ending the last situation, like just as a reflect moment for me, because like you said, I like just realizing like what I do. I was like, what? Like aside from me, the reasons I broke up with you, why else do you think that we didn't work? What was it about me? Because we were going back and forth all the time. So even though I broke up with you, you weren't happy. So what was it? And him and Stefan both told me, and Tristan all told me that they were like, you really don't be doing nothing wrong except for your mouth. that
Yep.
that be the only thing. Like he's like, you're so disrespectful when you get upset.
Yes.
Like you don't
Yes.
think about nobody else's feelings. You don't care about what nobody else say. You
Yeah.
be like,
I can see that about you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what? That is why a lot of them hate your friends, because we are the only ones that you ever stop and think like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't go in on this bitch like that.
yeah,
Like
that's been said.
We're literally the only ones.
You know how many
You
people
even go
I
in on
dated
your
who
mama like that.
Yes, you know how many people I've dated who said that you don't care about nobody but your friends,
Yeah, I
or
know.
you put your friends before me.
Well, shit.
You see who here and who not.
Exactly.
Always gonna be here. That's why I was like, oh, okay, it can be fuck me. That's fine. It can be that. I ain't even mad. It can be that. Because guess
Child,
what?
where I'm at, where you see it.
Guess where I'm gonna be next weekend.
This weekend, child.
Is it? Oh, it is.
Hold
technically
on,
this
but to
weekend.
quote Housewives, cheers to the girls' nights weekend. We're gonna be in your friends' room.
Your friends' house. Drinking y'all wine.
Bitch, you better watch those B words so your ass up over there in the ocean.
I gotta watch that back. It's been a minute.
Well, she said she was gonna choke me. I sure did choke and pop your eyeballs out at the same time. Boop, boop.
Yes.
I swear we get our. I think we did this in front of you the last time. You like, I don't know.
No,
any-
I don't watch none
She
of
don't
that.
watch reality shows until she come to my house.
No,
Y'all
that's
said
the
that
only
last
time I watch it is
Y'all
when I'm
said
at
that
her
last
house.
time.
And that right there will make you my friend.
Nah.
You all right in my book.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. I'm surprised that they're not here yet.
I'm surprised too. About to call
It was about 5 minutes
They
before.
late.
Yeah. Well, not well.
Media probably still sleep that money.
We're about to wrap
Listen,
it up.
Mimi works hard.
We want to thank y'all, even though Brittany in jail, so I don't know how much our engagement was. Somebody always in jail when
We
it
had
comes
one.
to-
Brittany is always in jail.
I don't think our engagement been
can't
up
say
since the season
nothing.
started because of this jail shit.
I'm gonna make a new page.
You need to.
Because that's
How
the
long you in
only
jail this time?
30 days.
30 days hard time.
Look,
She was only out of jail for like a week or two.
child.
If that, and I barely was even counting.
I went to jail. The last show I was in jail.
Exactly.
So
And that's what I told Doug. I'm like, the last show McKean was in jail, so we couldn't go live from the page because he was asking me why we hadn't gone live in a while. I was like, we have been, we just can't go live from the group page.
you need to make another page so you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
And then on your Brittany
Nah,
page.
she still need to watch what she say on that other
Yeah,
page.
they
Watch
still
her get in
gonna know
jail
it's
on
me
that
or
page.
something.
Right, that
Like,
part.
Damn.
Yeah, look at Juan. Juan got like 3 pages. Let's stay in jail.
Juan got 3 pages?
But let me tell you something.
Damn.
Actually, as somebody who has more than one page, when they put one page in jail,
Yeah, if you log back to the page,
I tried that because I tried to go to my other page because when I was mad at the last situation, I tried to post all that Twitter shit on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
It blocked me on the page I tried. I was like, nope, I'm going to the other page. I'm posting this shit.
Was it the same day?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I tried to. But like I said, I'm glad it worked out that way, just because I've always try to be more classy and not post that type of stuff on there. And so I'm glad Facebook took it down. And
Facebook
those
saved
that
it.
needs to know, it wasn't everybody's business anyway. So, but we're wrapping it up. This was our episode on entanglements. I think we did better this time without Jamal, probably because we had a third party here to bounce some energy off of.
perhaps.
Yes.
Last time y'all was by yourselves with Tommy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So, but it's still not the same without you, bro. So we'll be back
Definitely
next
miss
time with Jamal. So I'ma sign out for Jamal. It's Small P. It's Donnie Don Akeem, whichever you prefer.
And Britt Bradshaw Stizak.
And we'll catch y'all next time when we come Bizak.